Welcome to the sanctuary. I'm Kyle, and I'm here to tell you, never be afraid to step into the pleasure den of the absurd. Okay, earlier today I took this bin out of storage. I know it's full of CDs, so I thought it would be fun if together we could explore the CD bin of the unknown. And this will answer a lot of questions that people have, but we're afraid to ask about me and my tastes of music and the things you might see on this channel. So we're just going to pull shit out of here. Oh, look at this, a copy of Morrison Hotel with a photo of an old friend put in the CD case. This is a great album, man. One of my favorite albums by The Doors. What the hell is this? Dick Dale and his Deltones. Look at that. Oh boy, what's on this side? Pat Metheny, Bright Size Life. Good album. I like the title track. I'm not going to go through all these CDs. I'm just going to pull out random ones. Oh, here's a good one. Praxis. Buckethead, Bootsy Collins, Bernie Worrell, AF Next Man Flip, and Brain. This is the first album. A friend of mine gave me this when it first came out, and I just loved it, man. Here they are on the back. You can see them all in there. Glory, Bill Laswell, the man behind it all. Well, let's see what else we got in here. Alright, I just grabbed this one here. Laurie Anderson, a promo of The Ugly One with the Jewels. There's a really good one on here. If you look at the track listing here. The Roto Whirl, track 10, is all about Laurie Anderson and Andy Kaufman. That's pretty wild. What do we got here? Sorry to keep hitting the tripod, folks. What does this say? Robert Fripp. Blessing of Tears. 1995 Soundscapes. Volume 2, live in California. Let's look at the track list here. Boy, I wish the camera would focus up nice when I do my regular videos. Oh, this is a good one. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Can't go wrong with Frippertronics and Soundscapes. All right, Aerosmith. Their greatest hits. Really good one. Come on, why won't this focus? Boo! All right, there's the track list if you want to see it. There's actually a presidential candidate out there now who's always talking about John Coltrane and this album in particular. Jimi Hendrix, Woodstock Rehearsals, bootleg. Hear him jam back at the house with these tracks. I just did a video for Jimmy Page's 80th birthday, and I showed the great album Walking in the Clarksdale. Here's the first single, Most High. Comes with 3 tracks. Great album. I think it's one of the best things Jimmy Page has really ever done post-Zeppelin. Walking in the Clarksdale. Here's a promotional item from Geffen DGC Production. Credible Son of Swag for you fans of the 90s. Here is the track listing here. Elastica, Hole, Stone Roses, Thurston Moore, Pell Mell. I think that was a cool instrumental. We got this White Zombie, The Roots, Skip Loader, Teenage Fan Club, Southern Culture on the Skids. Oh boy, does this bring back memories for you? You tell me. That's what the comment section is for. Praxis Live. Pretty cool. Here's the info on the back. June 21, 1996. Live Praxis. Oh boy. Midnight Blue, Kenny Burrell. Look at that band. Chitlins Con Carne. Stevie Ray Vaughan, you can hear him do that on the compilation album The Sky is Crying. This was part of the Rudy Van Gelder edition. Pretty neat. It's a slipcover. Oh yeah. Here's a couple of Joe Pass CDs. Oh man, look at this band. Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, Bud Powell, Max Roach, Charlie Mingus. Debut Records presents The Quintet, Jazz at Massey Hall. Look at this thing, man. May 15th, 1953. Salt Peanuts, Salt Peanuts. From 1997, here's a 2-CD set by DJ Shadow, Preemptive Strike. Here's a Zappa promotional CD, Clean American Version. It's a promotional CD from Ryko, 1995, with a quote from Steve Vai. What do you Zappa fans think about this? It's an in-store play CD. Pretty good and safe, clean American version for everyone to listen to in-store. Oh man, geez, check this out. Celebrities at their worst. Yes, that's right. Jerry Lewis does prank phone calls. John Wayne is drunk giving a speech somewhere. All kinds of stuff. Here's the back. And a list of all the celebrities. Some of this is bloopers. Some of this is them freaking out on stage, yelling at audience members, yelling at reporters, all kinds of stuff. And of course, there has to be a volume 2. No more wire hangers. I think the Roger Waters clip here is during the Animals tour where he was really freaking out and caused him to write The Wall. And, but yeah, there you go. Porky Pig is right. That's true. Japanese screaming loud music. Mel Banana. These guys opened up for Mr. Bungle back in the day. And pretty interesting stuff. I like it. 2-CD set. Black Beauty. Miles Davis at the Fillmore West. Here's the band. Recorded April 1970. And there's the track listing. He's got a track called Willie Nelson. Pretty neat, pretty neat. This is a really nice album. The Ginger Baker Trio. Going Back Home. Promo copy. I used to work at a record store back in the day. It's a pretty weird one. His Name is Alive. On this album, look at all those tracks. What is it? Track 24, they do Man on the Silver Mountain by Rainbow. Dio's lyrics, Man on the Silver Mountain, from the first Rainbow album. Ministry, Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste. 5 different mixes of William Orbit's Water from a Vine Leaf. Here's a boot on the Triangle label. Jimi Hendrix, live, Randall's Island. July 17, 1970. The Cry Love Band. He does an on-stage shout-out to Alan Douglas. And mentions him by name. If you get the American Masters PBS documentary Blu-ray of Jimi Hendrix called Hear My Train A-Comin', you get 3 or 4 professionally filmed and remastered videos of him playing at this gig. I know they do Message of Love. Well, maybe I thought they did All Along the Watchtower, but maybe I'm wrong. But this is a good sounding boot. Are you ready for this? Painkiller Collected Works. Oh yeah, there it is. 3-disc set. John Zorn, Bill Laswell, and Mick Harris. And maybe a couple of other extra guests. Here's a wild compilation, Caged Uncaged. A rock experimental homage to John Cage. Oh boy, here we go. Look at these people. David Byrne, Debbie Harry, Arto Lindsay, John Zorn, Chris Stein, Lee Ronaldo, Ann Magnuson and John Cale, Lou Reed, Elliot Sharp, Joey Ramone. Pretty neat, huh? Pretty neat. Yes, that's right. It is what it says. The CD comes in a real nice cardboard box. It's not a slipcover. But I love Kodo music of Japan. Yep. League of Gentlemen, Robert Fripp. It's the definitive edition. Cool album. And if you like that album of the League of Gentlemen, you will like this, the official bootleg that Fripp put out. Yeah. And that's who they were. Robert Fripp, Barry Andrews, Sarah Lee, Johnny Too Bad. Pretty cool. 3-disc set. Miles Davis, Complete in a Silent Way Sessions. This came out in 2001. Good album. This is really when things started to turn around here. Pretty neat, pretty neat. Pretty good, pretty good. Here's a few Coltrane CDs. His final performance. More John Cage, Lecture on Nothing. Yep. Lecture on Nothing, 1959, closes it out for voice solo. Pretty wild stuff, man. Yeah. Here's a pretty wild one. Look at this. Here's the track listing. Pretty cool. The on the corner stuff is just... I mean, look at this thing. The whole thing is great. King Crimson Thrack Limited Edition Gold CD from 1995. Here's the track list. Pretty cool. This was a good, nice return for King Crimson. Here's a sealed copy of The House is Rockin' by Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble. Special limited edition demo. And that's all it is. This bin is filled with a lot of John Cage and Meredith Monk related CDs. Either people performing their work or their own albums. It's amazing. I didn't realize I had so much Meredith Monk. One of my all-time favorite albums by the Beatles, A Hard Day's Night. I'd say this CD and the White Album are like my two favorites. Although, not dismissing any other albums, I'll tell you what. But This one in particular I really love, Hard Day's Night. This is a cool one. Noel Redding, The Experience Sessions. Experience Hendrix put this out. And these are all the songs that Noel Redding was working on. That were released on Axis Boulder's Love and Electric Ladyland and all the other stuff he was doing at the time when he was waiting for Jimmy to show up in the studio. And ironically, they leave off the song Dance, which is where Jimmy first heard the riff as written by Noel Redding, and he took it and expanded it, and it became Easy Rider. Yes, that's right. This is a great disc. If you love the Hal Roach comedies of the Little Rascals and Laurel and Hardy, all these music cues will seem familiar to you. Look at that. Playing the original period instruments, the Dutch dance band, the Bohunks, render brilliant new recordings of favorite Hal Roach background themes and note-for-note accuracy. Yeah, this is fun. Really nice. Well done. Nice. 2 CD set. Yardbirds, Little Game Sessions, and more. This was the final album released by the Yardbirds in the 60s. And right before Jimmy would create Led Zeppelin. Yeah, there's Jimmy in the middle. And the guy right above Keith Relf is the guy that took the back cover photo of Led Zeppelin. This is really, really well done. Gives you different mixes. Gives you instrumental only versions of the songs. And as well as the full album. Really good if you're a Yardbirds fan. Well, that's about all I can show you for now. We'll be going through other stuff later. So, with that, I want to thank you for watching. And never be afraid to step into the pleasure den of the absurd.